The peace of the Lord be with you. A very warm welcome to PCGTV News. This bulletin is live from our studio, Church House, Osu, Accra. In the headlines, Nantoma Memorial Church Choir celebrates 40th anniversary with hymnology service and maiden album launch. Presbyterian Church of Ghana National Catechists and Caretakers Conference 2025, Discipline, Dress Code and Constitutional Clarity dominate President's address. And also, Presbyterian woman makes history. Professor Cynthia Amening Dankwa becomes KNUST's first female professor of pharmacology. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Georgette Anane. This news is brought to you by Piva Mineral Water, Jackson University College, Ascendiase Resort, and Republic Bank Credit Card. The news in details continues after the commercial break.
Start your day with the ones you love and make every moment count. Whether you're with family or challenging yourself, refresh your body, refresh your day. Piva Mineral Water. Clean, hydrating, and always refreshing. Piva, refreshment for every moment. Piva Mineral Water. Clean, refreshing, and always cool. Now, that's cool.
This advert is FDA approved.
There are so many places we dream of being, and people we would love to share these moments with. Well, that power can be in your hands. Life is now. Sign up to our credit card and enjoy up to 45 days interest-free credit so you can ease your cash flow for other investments. Join the Visa Exclusive Club with a priority pass to over 1,200 airport lounges, a collection of luxury hotels and global concierge services, 24/7 customer service, multi-trip insurance and emergency top-ups. Track your expenses and payments easily. Use on over 24 million ATMs worldwide with rewards and discounts at selected merchants and cashback for every purchase you make. All with the flexibility of blocking and unblocking your card.
There's Republic Visa Classic, Adishi, Business and Infinite Credit Cards.
Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
Ascendiase Resort ana dajuju ho na air condition from a papa ne momfa wo ho wa se wo pe baabi e hote na efe ya akono adi wudwuma bi say your wedding, engagement, party, corporate meetings. Ascendiase Resort Event Center na won konwa pa no so die jayo akono se ekuofo asorefo asofo ne mu amo pe baabi aye retreat. Ascendiase Resort pen na wobenya baby ho ye kamaye no. Freyen wa homa edidi so ye so. 025 603 7606 0244 789744 055 809 0482. Ascendiase Resort e kira kwan wo sagimase a e wo chebi ni asi akwa kwantempon na so.
Welcome back from the break. Now, the details. In our first story, the Nantoma Memorial Congregation Choir of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, Kanda, marked its 40th anniversary in grand style with a hymnology Thanksgiving service and maiden album launch on Sunday, 14 September 2025, held under the theme, Repentance. The service brought together members, guests, and well-wishers to celebrate 4 decades of dedicated music ministry. The preacher for the occasion, Reverend Mrs. Regina Odame Dakwa, urged Christians to embrace genuine repentance as the key to spiritual renewal and a faithful walk with God.
In the church must rest solely with the recognition of the lordship of Jesus Christ as the head and not the views and interpretations of men. As Samuel Stone visited members of his parish, he noticed that how pious they were. Many were reciting the Apostles' Creed in their personal lives, as well as during worship. As such, he wrote 12 poems to aid them in their devotions. The church's one foundation is the 9th of them. The hymn was written to explain the Holy Catholic Church and the communion of saints. The lyrics of the hymn are the works of Reverend Samuel John Stone, written in 1866, and set it to the tune Ariel. This also was published in 1866.
The highlight of the event was the hymnology service, where the choir led the congregation in timeless hymns and choral renditions that filled the sanctuary with the spirit of reverence and joy. This was followed by the official launch of the choir's maiden music album, a collection of soul-inspiring songs aimed at spreading the gospel through music. Church leaders commended the choir for its unwavering service over the years, acknowledging both past and present members for their devotion. The anniversary was described as not only a milestone of faithfulness, but also a new chapter for the choir's mission of using sacred music to evangelize and uplift souls. PCGTV took time to speak to some attendees.
And the Presbyterian Church of Ghana to say, yen fan celebrate hymnology. Yen yes hymnology. Hymnology no ni nyina ne say yen nnwom a yeto no a yen ejapade no. Ye pese asore ma no ehu nnwom no abakwasam. Nia ochroy nnwom biara wo presby hymn book mu no. Won a wo chroy, ni enti a wo chroy ene okwan a wo fa so chroy ni dwuma edi ede mayen e Christopher ni titrin Presbyterian fo. Enti ene day no kanda Nantoma Presby Church kwa fo edisi weni mu say wo be di sa dwumai wo mra wo redi 140th kwa anniversary enunti no woto nsa frame se woni me say meye chorister de dadenti wo frame say me ka abakwasam no enkyere asafo ni nyina
anso meye basre asafo ni ba me som ewo Dr. Nantoma Memorial Congregation of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana ewo Kanda ene nyame aye asafo no mu church kwa adomo amenya efie aduanan hooray yekowa asida enkan ya nyomba ko se twen wura boa twen nyame kom fa ho to no so ne wahu ne dom ya twen awurade na nyame aye bia me ya kwai ya nya efie aduane a na asida ene de ma no ene enya asameketo akra ya to ndom ya de bia gu apawa so pen driver so a nyame manyina wiase nyina ensa beka bi ne de yanum bia no so se ya to nsa fra obi bia woni asoreko so wasoreko kra so wotia besra asafui abeka kwa yi ho na ye nyina tondom ahyenyamedi anuonyam
kwa fo ntade ehye wo ne wo ho a ayefe ene se ne ye him no ankasa ehye nkunan afutusem bebre wom se uyi obi a unni Bible kura wo fie ba me nka se mento Bible ba se unni Bible kura wo fie na se him no ekuraw na wo kenkan mu nsem ni ya eye twrosem defe ena ye de atwro ede amaye enti enne hymnology Sunday no akoyie pa mani age pa yi titru anwoma akon ye mede pa mede kofie eye hymn 225 no ayeto ye ede wiye no.
The occasion was further graced with goodwill messages, fellowship, and thanksgiving, sealing the celebration as a memorable moment in the life of the congregation. Now, the 2025 National Consultative Assembly and 43rd Annual Conference of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana's National Catechist and Caretakers Conference has been successfully held from Thursday 11th to Sunday 14th September 2025 at the NAT IRIRS Hostel, Ejiso Abankro, Kumasi. The event was hosted by the Ghana Presbytery with support from the Asante Presbytery. In his presidential address, the National President of Presbyterian Church of Ghana's National Catechist and Caretakers Conference, Catechist Joseph William Finn, praised members for their discipline and commendable appearance at church functions, which he said has greatly uplifted the image of the church. He, however, urged catechists and caretakers to do even better, particularly in their appearance at funerals, homebound visits, communion services, naming ceremonies, and baptisms. Addressing funeral dress codes, Catechist Finn noted that while male catechists have a clearly defined attire, the blue shirt, there remains no official guideline for women. He called on the Assembly to deliberate on and adopt a standard funeral dress code for female catechists to ensure uniformity and order.
Colleagues, I commend you all for the good appearance at various PCG functions, which have uplifted the ministry. I doff my hat for you all. However, I will still urge all to continue to do better, including our appearance in church, at church funerals, homebound visits, communion, naming and baptism, and other notable church activities. The other side, which I think needs to be addressed at this assembly, is our ladies. Our ladies' uniforms for funeral. The men put on blue shirts, the blue inner shirt for funerals. But what about our ladies? Should they continue to use the official uniform for funerals? This assembly should decide and assist our ladies to come out with a dress code for funerals.
The president also urged the occasion to address constitutional matters, specifically the classification of church agents. He pointed out that although catechists are sometimes referred to as lay agents, they differ significantly from presbyters. Whereas presbyters are appointed and commissioned, catechists undergo formal training, consecration, and are charged with their duties. He therefore called for the Presbyterian Church of Ghana Constitution to be reviewed to give catechists a clearer and more defined place among church agents. The Presbyterian Church is reformed and continues to be a reforming church. This assembly must therefore ensure clarity and fairness in our constitution, Catechist Finn emphasized.
1. Agents of the church. Article 5, subsection 2 of our constitution, the church constitution, clearly states who the church agents are. However, catechists are at times referred to as lay agents and the ministers as ordained agents. Well understood. If so, this should be well spelled out in the constitution. Catechists as lay agents should not, therefore, be matched with the presbyters in any way. For catechists are trained, consecrated, and charged, whereas presbyters are appointed and commissioned. Therefore, catechists are to be well placed in the church constitution. The church is reformed and will continue to be a reforming church. This assembly should consider and work on it as it is a constitutional matter. The second one is representation at the General Assembly Council. Even though The church, in one way or the other, appreciates the role the catechist plays in the church, in the roles of nurturing, especially at the teaching stage of a preaching point or a congregation. The catechists are the church grassroots workers, but are at times left in a state of suspense. People of God, I will humbly appeal if this assembly could consider the PCG Constitution Article 25, subsection 14, where a catechist could not be co-opted or attend GSC as in attendance or as an attendance member without voting right. If not, the church should reconsider the Constitution Article 25, subsection 2, which states presbytery lay representatives to the General Assembly Council, of whom at least 1/3 should be women on presbytery rotational basis. Colleagues, we are saying that it can be possible that, or should be possible that the church should allow the presbytery lay representatives to the JAC be a catechist on rotational basis per the presbytery rotational basis, as is done for our ladies.
Held under the theme Celebrating Our Heritage, building on the foundation already laid, 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 11, with the sub-theme Pressing On to Perfection, the 4-day assembly brought together catechists and caretakers from across the nation to reflect, deliberate, and rededicate themselves to the mission of the church. Now, a devoted Presbyterian and active member of the Christ congregation, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in the Tech District, Professor Mrs. Cynthia Amening Dankwa, has made history by becoming the first full female professor of pharmacology at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. At Christ congregation, Professor Amening Dankwa serves humbly as Harvest Committee chairperson and an usher, demonstrating her commitment to the work of God even as she rises to the pinnacle of academia. Her new milestone adds to an inspiring journey of first, from being the Department of Pharmacology's first female lecturer and first female head. She has now become its first female professor, blazing a trail for women in science and education. Professor Amening Dankwa, an alumna of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, earned her Bachelor of Pharmacy and MPhil in Pharmacology before pursuing a PhD in Natural Product Drug Discovery at University College London, specializing in antimicrobial resistance. Today, she leads research at the Center for Anti-Infective Drug Discovery with a focus on natural product pharmacology and toxicology, particularly in the fight against tuberculosis. Her work has attracted major funding, including the Africa Oxford Research Development Award, and she has mobilized over $230,000 American dollars to advance infectious disease research in Ghana. She has also served as a visiting scholar in prestigious United Kingdom universities and is a member of leading international scientific associations. Her leadership at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has been transformative, spearheading the refurbishment of the Animal House facility, introducing new programs, and promoting inclusivity within the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. In her recognition of her outstanding contributions, Professor Amening Dankwa has received several awards, including the Ghana Women Excellence Award 2022 and the inaugural Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Creativity and Innovation Award. As both a scientist and servant of God, Professor Aminin Dankwa continues to inspire many, prove that one can excel at the highest levels of academia while remaining deeply rooted in faith and service to the church. Moving on, the Era Learning Foundation, under the leadership of Mrs. Bella Ben, has once again reaffirmed its commitment to education and community development through the second edition of the Era Care Back to School program. As part of this year's initiative, the foundation donated school supplies to 21 children from Basic 1 to 3 at the Presbyterian Church of Ghana Zion Congregation Amentin in the Atebubu district of the Setre Presbytery, where Reverend Edmond Chei Bafor serves as minister in charge. Each child received a school bag, pencils, erasers, sharpeners, and exercise books. The donation was warmly received by the congregation, with parents expressing gratitude for the relief it brought in easing the financial burden of preparing their children for the new academic year. The atmosphere was filled with joy and thanksgiving as children proudly held their new supplies. Speaking after the presentation, members of the congregation expressed optimism that the Era Care initiative will continue to grow and extend its impact, touching the lives of even more children and families in the years ahead. The gesture marks another milestone in the Era Learning Foundation's vision of empowering young learners and fostering educational opportunities within local communities. Now, the Asante Achim Presbytery of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana on Sunday, 14 September 2025, organized a special recognition service at the Trinity Congregation, Domiabra, in honor of its lay representative to the General Assembly Council, Mr. Seth Edu. The service was led by Reverend Lawrence Joseph Afare-Boabeng, clerk of the Presbytery, and drew participation from members of the Presbytery, ministers, and dignitaries, including some General Assembly Council members. Delivering the sermon on the theme, an advocate with a mission, Reverend David Abuaje Dankwa, Presbytery chairperson, underscored the need for purposeful leadership grounded in humility and foresight. He stressed that, as an advocate, Mr. Edu is called to champion the cause of the Asante Achim Presbytery, ensuring its growth and well-being through strategic thinking, innovation, and collaboration. During lessons from the ministry of John the Baptist, Reverend Dankwa highlighted the virtue of projecting Christ above self, even when faced with opposition. He reminded the congregation that repentance remains the foundation of true discipleship and effective leadership. Mr. Edu also urged to uphold the values of integrity, service, humility, and visionary leadership as he takes up his new role, inspiring others within the presbytery to work together toward common goals. In his response, Mr. Seth Edu expressed heartfelt gratitude to God and the presbytery for the opportunity to serve. He appealed for continuous prayers and support, pledging to work diligently and faithfully toward the achievement of the presbytery's objectives. The service was marked by songs of praise, prayers of blessing, and words of encouragement as the presbytery rallied behind Mr. Edu in his new leadership journey. PCGTV Spotlight continues after this break.
Welcome to Jackson University College, where we offer you premium quality education. With our College of Education, you can work and study to obtain your Bachelor of Arts in Education, and if you already have your Diploma in Basic Education, you can enroll in our 2-year top-up to obtain your degree at Jackson College of Education. For those who desire to teach or are school administrators but have degrees in other fields, you don't have to worry at all. You can enroll in our 1-year postgraduate diploma program, which is just tailored for you. We also offer industry-based courses to individuals and institutions to produce experts in the technology industry. through Jackson Institute of Technology in partnership with NIT Limited, India. Here is a 73-year-old medical practitioner, Dr. Palmer, who has defied all odds to graduate with a certificate in Microsoft Office Suite from NIT Limited, India. Jackson University College is the best place to come if you want to pass your IELTS exam, because you have been recognized by the British Council as the best institution to provide IELTS tuition here in Ghana. Also, we have courses in forensic science and security management, among other in-demand courses to boost your career prospects. Here are some of the participants after their graduation from the forensic science and security management here at Jackson University College. Continuous professional development programs are also organized for all professionals such as teachers, nurses, and the like. Here are nurses from Kolebu Teaching Hospital in Accra displaying their certificates after completing their CPD here at Jackson University College. So it's our all-inclusive environment for you, regardless of your age, educational or professional background. There is an educational program for you. Let's start you off on that educational journey that you won't regret. Jackson University College.
Welcome back. PCGTV Spotlight is up next with Mrs. Bernice Noel Mensah Akute, headmistress of Kobo Girls Presbyterian Senior High School.
I am Mrs. Bernice Noel Mensah Akute, headmistress, Kobo Girls Presbyterian Senior High School. Yeah, Kobo Girls was established in 1927, March 1927. And so, come March 2027, the school will be 100 years. And we have started with our meetings, organizing ourselves to prepare for the centenary celebration. On 11th of October, we will have the lunch of the centenary. And so we are inviting all who are lovers of Kobo Girls to come join us lunch the day. The birthday is March 2027, and so we are praying that we'll be able to have the day exactly the day it was established. It was established by Scottish missionaries 1927, and the school has fought all this while, ensuring that there is discipline, there is hard work, integrity, which are all our core values, and then preparing them to be girls who will impact on the nation and the world at large. Kobo Girls has produced a lot of prominent people or ladies. Some are even old, but they have been with us. Wherever you pass on the globe, you meet a Kobo girl there, and we are still forging ahead. We know even after the 100 years, we will still make ourselves and the nation and the world at large proud. Presbyterian Church has not left us. In fact, if you hear our name, you know that everything we do here is based on Presbyterian tradition. And that is what we have put in our girls, and we know the heritage will continue to be held on to, so that we go out there and make the nation proud.
is where we end the PCGTV news today. This news was brought to you by PIVA Mineral Water, Jackson University College, Ascendiasa Resort, and Republic Bank Credit Card. We are grateful for your time with us today. My name is Georgette Anane. Do have a marvelous day and enjoy the rest of our programs.